Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back one more time. You know the deal, we play Historic Brawl. And have you missed me? Have you missed me? It's almost a week since I've published a video on the channel, but you know, I already told you that this year end was going to be an exception because of the World Cup, but also because of visits in my home. And I couldn't be happier. Things turned out exactly how I expected them to turn, and we're the champions. We are the world champions, and in celebration of this achievement, we are going to play Azorius for the colors, for the blue and white. So a couple of different lists that I have received from our subscribers. These are from Luca and also from Thea, and I'm just going to play two Azorius lists in celebration. Also, it's just as a way to kick off the new season of the channel. We are playing with Yorion right now. We're going to play with Yorion, and then we're going to switch to Teferi, and then to Yorion, and just a little bit of action for every taste. Opponent is on Ishin, so trying to attack us to death and duplicating attack triggers. They deal with our Clone Crafter, but we already used that, and we have a Stormfist Crusader from the opponent. Opponent is trying to play creatures with attack triggers that they can duplicate with Ishin, so we have to take care of that. And let's see, we could go, maybe we could go play a tap land and the Crusader just to be efficient. And it's a good blocker. We might be able to draw some extra cards. Yep. So we are the champions. I think that was one of the things I wanted to see before death. I was really hoping that we could achieve that. It was kind of my dream from childhood. So I dyed my hair, so I'm blonde for a while. I also had a tattoo. I'm going to put a picture of my tattoo here so you can appreciate my new ink. But I'm thinking about having a tattoo about magic for a while. Now that I got this, I might go for it. What should I tattoo? Maybe the mana symbols, but that's so boring. Something better. All right. Let's we have many ways to bounce through creatures, so we can mess with our board pretty efficiently. And then we can Yorion next turn too. So let's, I don't know, maybe Wheeler Rogue puts more bodies. We can trade with their creatures. So they have a tough one here because they can attack us once, but we can block them, and they will be looking at playing. We're looking to play Ishin, but we have a good board. And then we can start bouncing their things, tempoing them out, attacking in the air. Bolt Hound, alright. Will they attack? I don't think so, right? Whoa! They swing with the crew. So I think we can deal with most of their creatures here. We're going to lose our board, but their creatures are better than ours. And so let's see, 2/2 trades with 2/2. Then we can put 1/1 in front of the bodyguard, and then we can double block the sentinel. I think this is the best way to block here, because then later we can deal with the Scorch Spitter. Alright, not bad. Ooh, a vehicle. So whenever we crew, we can bounce back. Oh, that's good. I think we can take one turn to play this, because then it makes all of our ETB creatures even better. So let's play the vehicle, the Golden Argosy. So whenever we crew, we return it to our hand, and oh, it's blinking. Oh, that's cool. That's a cool one. So kind of a Thassa for crewing creatures. Nykthos, new edition. nick those Shrine to Nyx. Not that it's making too much mana right now. Alright, so let's Ether Channeler. We can... Let's see, I would like to draw some cards, but I think we need to tempo them out until we can play our bigger threats. Bounce that, then we can crew here. And attack them. The Channeler goes to exile. They take 3. And it comes back. Check that out. Oh, I think I'm supposed to keep bouncing their things. I would like to draw some cards, maybe next turn. Alright, so we're dealing with them pretty efficiently. Here comes Ishin again. We cannot keep doing this forever, but we're going to find better things to do later. Okay, they attack us for 3, because we're not going to block. We cannot keep taking these triggers. Alright. And last, a land for them, Skyclave. Ooh, that's cool. Skyclave, we could go Skyclave, crew, hold up Teferi. I would like to do that. I think I'm going to get the Marauder, because the idea is to keep bouncing their Ishin, right? Let's do that. Crew the Argosy. Go to attacks. This Argosy vehicle is... haven't played with that card before, but it actually makes a lot of sense. Here we go. And I would like to draw cards, but we have to keep doing this. There it is. That's how you deal with Ishin. I mean, all they want is to have Ishin. Yeah, and they can see it. All they want is to have Ishin and trigger it twice. So, yeah. Nice tempo game. Let's switch to Teferi. Here we are back for more Azorius Day in celebration of the World Cup win. We are going up against Joda, but we are playing with Teferi, so this is control. This is ugly control. But we are happy to play with control in this channel. And this is the list from Thea, so I hope she's happy looking at her deck go. I will play with all decks that you send me, so even if it is the most controliest deck of all time, and we start countering, we are playing versus Joda, so I don't feel anything about countering all their spells, even the Mana Geode, you know, because Joda is dirty. Alright, so we can go play Teferi. I'm also playing with the beautiful basics from Ursa Saga. Oh, I'm so happy they put those, because Ursa Saga was the first set, one of the first sets I played when I was younger, and I was playing Ursa Saga, Ursa Legacy, Tempest, Exodus. So happy to see that lands. Alright, and we can go play Jace, take it up, draw a card. So opponent on Joda, we just need to keep Joda under control, and with the things that we have going in our hands, I don't see a way in which we could lose. So let's keep doing our thing. And now we can tick up Teferi. No need to untap more than this land. And go. 2 Planeswalkers. Opponent has just a Relic of Legends. We'll see if they play Joda here. That would be game. Catilda. Catilda plus a removal spell for Jace. That makes sense, yeah. Alright, more board wipes. I think we can Karn bounce the Banishing Light, get an extra turn, activate our Planeswalkers, because this allows us to recover our Planeswalkers, and yeah. Brutal. Here we are back for Joda. No, Joda. Yorion. We beat Joda with Teferi, and we are back with more Yorion. We are playing Azorius Day. This is Yorion and Teferi in celebration of Argentina winning the World Cup. So we are defending the colors of the flag and just having fun playing Azorius. We will get back to our normal type of videos. Hello, opponents. We will get back to our normal type of videos from tomorrow. But today is more a celebration day, like a kickoff of a new season. Very light, casual playing. Just playing with decks from my favorite subscribers of all time. And if you have a list of your own and you wanted to see it played on the video in the channel, you can send it. You can send it to the email of the channel. You can send it via Discord. You can send a message in the videos in the comment section. Let's copy the Spirited Companion. Opponent is on Erebos. I own an Erebos deck in paper for EDH, and I appreciate that card very much. It's so underestimated, but Erebos is a beast. Alright, Mask of Griselbrand, interesting. So they have kind of a nice setup there. They can sacrifice things with a mask, draw cards, recover it with the Fire Direction Reclamation. So we need to dismantle that. But I think here I would like to play... I think the correct play here is to Wandering Emperor and try to get them with First Strike. Yeah. Grow our creatures, get a active Planeswalker. And then our 3-drops can come down later. Maybe we can double spell in later turns. This makes use of our mana more efficiently. So opponent can recover. Oh, I think they are going to do it. Yeah, they recover the Dusk Legion Zealot, play a land, and play the Zealot again. They have their synergies going. Nightclub Bouncer. Nice. Alright, but we can keep ticking up the Wandering Emperor, growing our board. Wandering Emperor is slowly building up value for us. Not too fast. I think I'm just going to attack with the 2/2 with First Strike, just because we want to keep defending the Wandering Emperor. And I think I'm also supposed to play the Elspeth Conquers Death. Get rid of the mask. Nothing yet on the graveyards to trigger the 3rd chapter, but it's the best use of our mana here. The next turn we can double spell our 3-drops and so on. We also tax them for their next turn in their non-creature spells. Maybe we get punished if they place a big threat, but we have ways to keep bouncing them, so nice tempo plan. Alright, they're going to make a sack. We can get rid of the 2/2 with... That was tapped. And another removal spell, alright. Okay, so no attacks from the Zealot. I guess they are afraid of exiling from the Wandering Emperor. Okay, so awkward thing here is that if we bounce the Dusk Legion, they get to recast it and get the value again. I think I'm still going to do it if they want to spend 2 mana on their turn to keep playing Dusk Legion Zealot. That shouldn't be the worst. And here we gain some life and we can keep building a board. Okay. We can also now get our creatures from our graveyard with the Elspeth trigger. Carrier Thrall, and here comes back the Zealots. They are slowly killing themselves with the Zealot trigger, so that should be a win. Let's get back. I wouldn't want to copy anything. I want to draw some cards, so let's get back the doggy. Draw a card. Hedron Archive. Alright, so our mana is tremendous. We have so much mana here. Question is, do we Yorion? Do we Night Club Bouncer? Right, keep pressuring them. Cool. We could bounce something, but I'm just going to let that go. They get a 1-1. And we can now go deploy our hand. Let's go Hedron Archive. Let's go Arcane Signet. And I think I am going to cast the Bouncer, bounce the Reclamation. Because if they want to recast that, use their turn to do that, that should be also fine. And the only thing that we should be concerned about is board wipes. So unless they play a board wipe right now, we should be fine. Murderous Rider, sure. They take 2 more. They're doing a good job of killing themselves. Alright, so here comes the Murderous Rider. That card has lifelink, so maybe we can grow a creature and attack them with first strike. We should also crack the Hedron Archive, see what we find. 2 cards. Alright. So many lands. Okay. Alright, so we play this tapped, and I guess... Well, I guess we can attack with the Mender if we put the +1/+1 counter and give it first strike. Yeah, we cannot attack with anything else. I mean, they would eat one of our creatures. So we have to be patient. Attack with the 3/4. They should jump here. Alright, they do. And then we can play Yorion on our next main. Get 2 cards. And a flying threat. So yeah, this is working out for us. Blink these 2 is going to give us a card from the Mender. Ooh, Blade Splicer. Nice. Bring them back, gain 2 life, draw an extra card. The Towers, that's a land that we can crack later. But well, we have a good board. Still, we are very delicate to board wipes, but what can you do? What can you do to that? When looking at our board, and they play a Liliana Dreadhorde Champion. Okay, so I don't think this is too bad for us, because they can either put a zombie into play or make a sack to things. I don't think that's too bad. We can eat the Murderous Rider. They're attacking just to gain the life here. There's no other thing going on. They gain the life, and now they draw a card and make a sack 2. Or put a 2/2 zombie. Yeah, sack 2. So we can sack the Companion and the Mender. This gives us an extra card. Alright, we're not drawing exactly what we need. So many mana rocks. And let's give Yorion a +1/+1 counter. So we can make more damage, attack their face, and then I'm going to attack with both tokens to Liliana, because they could have Fatal Push or Cut Down, and I would be so sad if I don't get rid of Liliana. So let's do it like that. Get them down to 8, and then get rid of Lily. And just follow up with everything. Mind Stone, Guardian Idol, Blade Splicer. And if they didn't have a board wipe before, that means that I'm probably not going to have it right now. Good game. Give us the GG's, and we get another win with Yorion. Alright, so time to go to Teferi again. Ladies and gentlemen, we continue with Azorius Day, World Cup celebration special feature with the 2 decks from my subscribers to Azorius deck. So we are in flavor, using the correct colors to celebrate Argentina winning the World Cup. And this time we are Teferring again. We are jumping from Yorion to Teferi for all the flavors, for people that like creatures, CTBs and aggro, and people that like control. We have a little bit for everything. We're going back to normal, starting up with the next video this Sunday, I guess. We have prepared a very nice list for aggro lovers. Opponent is on Uro. They are not playing Uro for some reason, so I guess we have to pass. Hold up Shark Typhoon and counter any play that they make. Pretty much. They could take up Wizard's Class, but in that case we can cycle Shark Typhoon. I would like to play Narset as well. That messes up with their... probably with half of their synergies or their strategies. Opponent did not do anything, and it's not going to do anything again by the looks. Is this a land go game? Yeah, looks like they are going to just pass. So we can cycle Shark Typhoon. Get a 1/1. Cantrip Power. Sharky Sharks. Find a search for Oscanta. That's it's an interesting card for us. Ooh, Island is perfect, because now we can tap white and blue and play Escanta. See if they want to counter this. Alright, just going to bounce the 1/1 token. Sure. Sure thing. And we have an active search for Escanta. Alright. That makes me feel a lot better about this game. No play? Wow. Opponent missing land drops. Discontinuity. Interesting. I think that's cool, but I don't think we need it. I don't think we need it. We might as well start growing our graveyard so we can get closer to search for Scanter. Flipping. And Scavenger Grounds is sneaky good for versus them, just because Uro will try to come back from the graveyard, so we're going to play that one later. And I think here I'm just going to pass, because they looks like they are holding up to counter mana, counter magic. And if they don't do anything, we're going to just Field of Ruin them. We would like to find more white sources too, so Field of Ruining them should help us find more white mana. And we actually don't need to rush things from this position, because if we had played Teferi and they had a counter, then they can do whatever they want to do on their turn. I'm not going to risk this position. Opponent answers with a Field of Ruin of their own, getting rid of our Hall of the Storm Giants. Okay, so let's go look for a white source. Beautiful, beautiful plains from Ursa Saga. So we should be winning just because of that. And now they tap for green. And we get another blue source. And that's it. We keep triggering Ascanta, vanquish the horde we don't need. Draw a Jace. Okay. But we can't. We can play Narset and back her up with Negate. Ooh, resolves. Alright. So The downside of this play is that we cannot counter creature spells, but the upside is that they cannot draw cards, extra cards. Into the Royal. Alright, they know we have the Swan Song, but I don't want to give them a creature, so we will just negate that. There we go. So no extra draws for you. And then with Jace we can bounce back Uro if they play it. Oh, they cannot because they need to escape it for it to stick. I mean, they have been missing land drops for 2 turns right now. So they are in a very tough situation. They just make a 5/5. Okay, so this should be over now. We can flip a Skanta. Summonings, alright. We can activate Narset. Get a Dovin's Veto. And then we can either play Teferi or Jace. I think I like Jace better. Jace lets us hold up Counterspell. Teferi does too. Oh, well, they are pretty much the same here. We're just going with Jace. Bounce your token, pass the turn, hold up Counterspell. And this is over. Wow! Dismantling Uro. Yes! Good game, good game. This will be our last round playing with Azorius decks, and we go back to Yorion. We're going to try to finish strong with Yorion Blink, playing versus Jinifei. So another tough matchup in Jinifei, going to replace their token production with cats or dogs. More often dogs than cats, but cool card from Streets of New Capenna. So let me know in the comments, do you like this type of videos where we play different lists? Maybe different lists center around a theme. Like today was Azorius Celebration Day, but someday we could go like Rakdos Day and play 2-3 different Rakdos lists. Or do you prefer the typical video where we play just one list and play multiple games with that? I think it's always worth it to see only one deck played many times, but sometimes we're just chilling out, playing different lists, comparing them, seeing what we play against and how they perform. I know for a fact from your comments that some of you do not enjoy control, so that's the reason why today I decided not to play full control Teferi lists, just to avoid repetition, because we have played with Azorius control a couple of times in the past month. So just mixing it up with Yorion, I think, was the coolest combination possible. We're going to play here Inspire Overseer. We could go Midnight Clock, but I think I want to start drawing cards, putting pressure to them in the air. Polymorphist, that can deal with Jinifei if needed. Opponent going to ramp. So much mana for them. Okay, let's go to attacks. Attack them for 2. And now we can go Midnight Clock and also copy the Glasspool Mimic. We are doing very well this game. We're drawing cards, gaining life, attacking, ramping. And a Moonbless Cleric to find more enchantments. We have the duplicator, so we can bounce. We can bounce creatures from them, conjure copies in our hand. Well, not copies, conjure copies, but... Opponent making 2 bears with the Titania's Command. Ooh, Teleportation Circle here is great. It's very good, because now we're going to have multiple card draw each turn. And I think we can go both Moonbless Cleric plus the Teleportation Circle, so we can draw the card that we put on top. Let's see, what enchantments can we use? We have Thassa. Thassa keep blinking more stuff each turn. I think I think that's the card to get. And then we go Teleportation Circle, going to blink the Overseer, the original Overseer. And draw the card, get another life, and well, we are doing very, very well. Ah, get out. Oh no, now we lose. That was the exact card that we could, and we missed lands. That was terrible. Okay, so we were winning, comfortably winning, and now we are losing. Because we have missed lands. Even if we didn't miss lands. I mean, wow, Immortal Sun. Opponent is turning this. The opponent is turning this game to their favor. We draw a golden egg, which is not very good in this scenario. We were so good. Farewell had to be the perfect card for them. Cannot even play the Polymorphis. I don't want to give them a card for a 2/2 token. Oh, well, we ran out of luck. In this video, we were 4-0 with our two different decks, and then we were about to take Genifei down, but they had the perfect Farewell. Anointed Procession, sure. Sure. Parallel. My god. Oh my god, opponent. Wow, what a way to turn a game around. Gotta give credit with where credit is due. Our opponent had the perfect card to turn this around. They went Farewell into Immortal Sun, Anointed Procession, Parallel Lives, and the Saga. So that's brilliant. What can you say? I just can tap here. And they can create goblins. How many? 8? Oh my god. Wow, that was brutal. What a brutal game. We had our setup perfectly with the Teleportation Circle and our drawing card creatures, but Farewell destroyed us. They're going to make a copy of... Wow. Look at the board. Oh my god. Good game. Yeah. We can concede here. And yeah. End up with a loss. But that's great. Azorius celebration date was great. So this is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed this Azorius celebration day. If you did and you're not a subscriber, consider subscribing to the channel. It helps out a lot. And you can also leave a comment, leave a like. We will see each other in our next video. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful Christmas, wonderful New Year. And yeah, we will keep going.